On the cover of One Punch Man manga chapter 208, there is an image of Tatsumaki gazing with a look full of desire. The title of this chapter is Perversity. At the beginning of the story, we see Blast successfully dodging a dimensional slash aimed at him. Not only that, but he also managed to save Sonic and Flash simultaneously. Sonic looked confused at the devastating destruction caused by Void's attack and said, "What is this? A genjutsu?" Flash, panicking, replied, "No. The village was just an experimental ground for creating monsters like this." On the other hand, Blast seemed puzzled and questioned himself. Is he completely lethally healed? No, actually. Before finishing his thoughts, Void suddenly appeared and delivered a powerful kick to Blast. Fortunately, Blast managed to stay on his feet and avoided collapsing on the ground alongside Sonic and Flash. After activating his serious mode, Void sensed something strange about the power he had absorbed from Cosmic Garou. He muttered, "Just as you've guessed, I had a feeling something was off ever since I absorbed that avatar's power. It seems like he was a failed creation, granted power by God, while secretly holding a dark nature that defies it. What a perverse bastard! However, as a result, your power of darkness that counters God no longer works on me. On top of that, I've also remembered my rage towards you, that God's will made me forget." Void appeared consumed with rage, his cosmic energy surging violently. Although the leak of Cosmic Garou's energy was actually caused by Saitama's Zero Punch, Void perceived Garou as a failed avatar. Seeing Void's current state, Blast, Sonic and Flash were shocked. They felt that Void's power and appearance were different from before. Blast immediately entered his serious mode. He removed his glasses and handed them to Flash, signaling the start of the battle. Blast opened a portal, teleported toward Void, and launched an opening attack with a kick. However, Void easily dodged it and countered with a spiraling Windblade technique, which allowed him to attack and defend simultaneously. Blast was not out of options. He quickly avoided the attack, opened a portal connected to Void's face, and delivered a powerful punch. Not stopping there, Blast followed up with a kick to Void's ribs, restricting Void's movements. "Don't underestimate me just because you've dealt with my Dimension Cannon and Gravity Knuckle," Blast said as he unleashed a flurry of attacks that overwhelmed Void. Blast kept up his assault, teleporting behind Void and striking his back with force, sending Void hurtling rapidly toward the ground. "If he escapes into a different dimension, I won't be able to track him. I can't give him the chance," Blast thought, full of determination. Blast tried to end the fight with a final punch through a portal, but Void took advantage of the moment to turn the tables. He quickly twisted his head, arms, and legs, slashing Blast's arm before the punch landed. Blast was shocked. Now he only had one arm, and the tide of battle had turned. Meanwhile, Flash and Sonic were stunned, only able to watch as Blast's arm was suddenly severed. The battle had been so fast that the glasses Blast threw at Flash were only just being caught. This god-level battle was truly terrifying. Blast now knelt on the ground. Seeing Blast's pitiful state, Void said, "You can't teleport without putting your fist together, can you? Your desperate tactic of using a boring magic trick to target my blind spot is disappointing. S-Class rank 1 in Hero. You can't dodge the Dimension Slash anymore. Watch as cities around the world, along with their citizens, get shredded while you just stand there doing nothing." Void then reverted his body to its original position. Blast, trying to calm himself, responded, "You're still bad at lying. Your eyes are shifty." Void was confused by Blast's statement. Blast continued, "If you were the same I fought with 15 years ago, you would have immediately cut my head off. But now that you've absorbed Garou's factor, God's brainwashing is starting to wear off." After saying that, Blast's entire body was suddenly slashed and the panel ended there. In this chapter, we witnessed a god-level battle with incomprehensible speed. The fight occurred within the time it took for Blast to throw his glasses to Flash and for Flash to catch them. Despite its brevity, the battle was so intense that Flash and Sonic couldn't follow it clearly. They only saw Blast's arm being severed. This was all due to Blast's naive behavior in the previous chapter, which turned the situation against him. And so, that's the story of One Punch Man chapter 208.